Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here tonight on this Wednesday hump day where we are literally 203 days, 23 hours, 14 minutes, and 15 seconds away from kickoff of the 2018 season. And things are going to start ramping up here because teams are jockeying for position. They're trying to figure out what's what, who's who. And we had the first shoe drop earlier today with Joe Flacco basically going to be traded to the Denver Broncos. And I got to tell you, I think I understand this now. Because, John Elway has been working on trying to get a quarterback in Denver. He just has not had any luck since Peyton Manning. And they signed Case Keenum to $36 million for 2 years after Minnesota let him go because they were getting Kirk Cousins, and they paid him $87 million guaranteed. So right now, the Denver Broncos have more money tied up in quarterbacks than anybody else in the NFL. Over $40 million in quarterbacks. And I understand now why. Because at first I was like, wow. What's the difference between Case Keenum and Joe Flacco? Check this out. Check these numbers out. This is kind of amazing. Joe Flacco, over the course of the last 3 years, now we talk about Dak is trash. Let me say again, Dak Prescott is trash, and some people say we should offer, I had somebody actually say we should give him a $6 million a year deal. Flacco is getting 22 some odd million right now a year. Over the course of the last 3 years, 50 TDs, that's over 3 years, 34 interceptions, 63 completion percentage, 82 QBR, 242 yards a game. So you just traded for that guy, and you had Case Keenum, so he had to be playing a lot better than Case Keenum. Case Keenum, over the last 3 years, 49 TDs, 33 interceptions, 63.8 completion percentage, exactly the same, 86 QBR, which is actually better than Joe Flacco's, but 235 yards per game passing. You just traded for the same guy. You just traded for the same guy. Now, both of these guys, we're going to put Dak in the mix because, of course, I always do that. Both of these guys, Case Keenum, $18 million, Joe Flacco, $22 million, 50 TDs, passing, touchdown TDs, okay? And people say we shouldn't pay Dak Prescott $20 million. Dak has 65, I believe, passing TDs, 82 total TDs. In fact, hold on. I don't want to lie to you. Let me get this right. Because I don't want to put misinformation out there. So when we start talking about Dak Prescott's numbers and what he should be paid, I understand Case Keenum's getting $18 million, and they determined that he's not good enough starter. So they traded for Joe Flacco, who has identical numbers. Let me make sure I get this straight now, because what we're doing is we're comparing apples to oranges. So these two guys, 50 and 49 TDs, passing. Dak Prescott, 67. So that's almost 6 more per season than each of these guys. Let me say that again, because I know some of you guys won't comprehend, and you'll say I'm manipulating the stats. This is stats. This is even with Dak Prescott slumping and being the worst quarterback in football, we were told. You remember that, right? For 10 games? His completion percentage, 66, which is 3 points higher than either of these two guys. Huh. And then when you add to it the 18 touchdowns that Dak Prescott's run for, it's not even close. Dak Prescott, his QBR is like 10 points higher than both of these guys. 96 to 86 and 82. So let me go back to my original premise here, where Jabba the Hutt, Jason Whitlock, says Dak Prescott, offer him $20 million and draft another quarterback, where you have a team that signed a Case Keenum as an experiment for $18 million a year, 36, and then you trade for Joe Flacco, who's owed $66 million over the next 3 years. But you shouldn't pay Dak, who's got 16 more touchdown passes than it. You guys seen this? Because I think I understand it now. I think I got it now. This is Kmart and Sears teaming up. You remember that? Sears was going bankrupt. Kmart was in a bad way. Let's get together and we'll make one great company, right? Because if we actually take the two of them together, over the course of the last 3 years, we got 99 touchdowns and 67 interceptions. So that works out to 33 TDs and 22 interceptions a year. So together, these guys make a great quarterback. That must be the plan, right, John Elway? That's why you're spending $41 million on quarterbacks next year. You know what? A lot of you guys say, get rid of Dak, because I know a lot of you said, let's get Joe Flacco. I know a lot of you guys, maybe not a lot, some of you guys say, let's get Ryan Tannehill when Miami cuts him. I've heard some people say, let's go ahead and get Tyrod Taylor. I'm good with keeping my quarterback, Dak Prescott. Yeah. Wow. John Elway traded for the exact same identical quarterback. And you guys want to get rid of Dak. I can guarantee you, Denver would love to have Dak Prescott. And I'm betting that John Elway is regretting the fact that Dak Prescott missed that flight, because he said, oh, he couldn't get the flight here. Forget about it. Yeah. John Elway, you want to get away? I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.